What going YouTube, it's your boy TC back with another video, and today's episode 7 of the Daily Gunners Talk. And in today's episode we'll be featuring Alexis Sanchez calling in sick to work, Monaco holding out for more money for Thomas Lemar, as well as a young Czech midfielder called Jakub Jankto. So the first story, as mentioned, is in regards to Alexis Sanchez calling in sick to work. I think this is completely ridiculous. He's obviously trying to force through a move to either PSG or Manchester City. However, Wenger has come out multiple times and said he is not going to be leaving the club this summer. So a report that came out today suggests that Arsenal remain uncertain whether their star striker Alexis Sanchez will report back to training as planned for his first day of pre-season training, following a bizarre Instagram post in which he said he was sick. So I'm sure you saw the post that went up in regards to him reporting in as sick. The usual was in place. His dogs, or one of his dogs actually, was in place, and a little sad face, which was given the impression that he is actually sick. So the report further states Sanchez's message was accompanied by a photograph of him wearing a jumper and a scarf, with his arm around his dog and his bottom lip drooping and protruding in apparent sadness. The picture is accompanied by the word enfermo, which translates to simply as sick. The photograph was posted hours after a story was published on the official Arsenal website, in which Arsene Wenger, the manager, outlined his expectation that Sanchez would be reporting back to training tomorrow on Sunday, the 30th of July. Manchester City and PSG, as we know, are currently in for Sanchez, and he's obviously trying to force through a move on this occasion. It may work, it may not work, but we have to wait and see how this pans out. Hopefully Wenger will stay strong and keep to his stance and keep him for the remainder of his 12-month contract. If we lose him, fair enough, but we do also run a risk of having a player on the books who's sulking, who doesn't want to play for the club, and potentially not giving 100%. So please let me know what you think in the comments below, guys, in regards to this whole situation. To me, it comes across as someone who's, it's the same as someone who's gone out on a bender over a weekend. They've come back on the Sunday, they have a terrible hangover, and they think, great idea, I'll call in sick to work on Monday. So, yeah, please let me know what you think in the comments below. It's completely laughable. Moving on. The next story is in regards to Monaco and Thomas Lemar again. So, as reported, we have agreed terms with the player himself. However, Monaco are actually holding out for a much higher fee. I believe the will probably end up selling at about 60 million euros. So a report that came out today suggests that Monaco are actually still holding out, as mentioned, and it says that Monaco want Arsenal to make a higher offer for the winger Thomas Lemar, according to reports. Arsenal have already had multiple bids for Thomas Lemar turned down by Monaco this summer. The League One side have seen a number of their star players leave in the transfer window and maintain they do not want to sell any more of their squad. So, as mentioned in previous videos, I have mentioned previously that with some of these Monaco targets that we do have, the moves may potentially not pan out if we were beaten to signing other Monaco players by other clubs. So already, Manchester City have signed Bernardo Silva, Benjamin Mendy, and Bakayoko has moved to Chelsea. Kylian Mbappe and Fabinho are targets for multiple clubs out there. So it's going to be difficult to land Lemar. I've given up hope on the Mbappe deal. I don't think that's going to happen now. They're asking for way too much money for him. But we'll wait and see what happens with this Thomas Lemar thing. So moving on, the final story in today's episode is in regards to Jakub Jankto. So this is a young Czech midfielder who plays for Udinese. Reports surfaced today suggesting that Arsenal are tracking Udinese midfielder Jakub Jankto. The Czech Republic international, who's 21, was watched by Arsene Wenger scouts last season, and his agent claims the Gunners are one of a number of Premier League clubs keeping a close eye on the midfielder. The player is said to be a lover of the Premier League itself, and Italian giants Juventus and Inter Milan are also interested in the midfielder. So obviously it has been mentioned in the report that Wenger's scouts went and watched the player, but due to the fact that it hasn't come to my attention, or I haven't seen him being mentioned in mainstream media, I don't think that he is a target that Wenger will be pursuing, purely because maybe the scouts have gone out and watched him, but they've deemed him not suitable for the team for any particular reason. So the report further states that Jankto's agent himself said Arsenal like him and he is a lover of English football itself. He is still young, he's 21 and he must be calm, and he's only thinking about Udinese as it stands. So we'll wait and see how this one develops. Just a quick recap on this episode today. Spoke about Alexis Sanchez calling in sick. Monaco are holding out for more money for Thomas Lemar, as well as the young Czech Republic midfielder Jakub Jankto. If you're watching this video and you're not subscribed to the channel, please make sure you hit the subscribe button. Also hit the like button on this video. Once again, it's your boy TC from I'm Gonna Talk TV, and I'm